Hello. Today we're going to do a problem that is determining whether or not a company should eliminate a segment. Okay, now we've got three segments here and one of them is showing a loss. And so they're trying to determine should they eliminate this one. Okay, well, it might seem that it's a no-brainer that, we're losing money here, so we should eliminate it. But that's not always the case. Okay? What we need to look at is what would be different for the company as a whole if we eliminated this segment. Okay? And what we have to look at is what's going to still be there and what's not going to be there. Okay, so we need to identify the revenues and costs associated with operating segment X. Okay, so I'm going to slide down to the solution here. Okay, so we need to identify all of the revenues and costs associated just with segment X, not any of the fixed costs that are going to still be there. Okay, so we've got the revenue, cost of goods sold, sales commissions, and advertising expense. When we deduct those expenses from the revenue, those are all variable costs, then we're going to have $1,500 contribution to profit. It's the contribution margin, if you will, what's left after we pay all of the expenses of the division. Okay, the general fixed operating expense, which is the manager's salary, is allocated to this segment, as we see up here, $10,000 to each segment. However, president's salary is still going to be there if they only have two segments instead of three. So that cost is not relevant to this decision. Okay? Part B says to prepare comparative income statements for the company as a whole under the two alternatives. Okay, so I'm going to slide down to that. Okay, if we keep segment X, we add up all the sales, we add up all the cost of goods sold, so on and so forth, we get down to the company as a whole would have net income of $83,000 by keeping segment X. If we eliminate segment X, then all of those numbers are just the other two, but we still have the general fixed operating expense of the president's salary. So there, our total profit for the company as a whole is $81,500. Okay, now it's no coincidence that this is the same amount that we came up with in Part A. Okay, the contribution to the profit from segment X is $1,500. So when we consider the segment including segment X in the total, it is $1,500 more profit than if we eliminate that segment. So remember, when we're deciding between keeping a segment or eliminating a segment, it's important to look at what are the fixed costs that are still going to be there even if we eliminate that segment. Thank you.